Hello and welcome back to Let's Play Legend of Zelda: Link to the Past. It's been a while since I've done the last video. Basically, I was trying to think how we could sequence break a little bit, and I went through a few 100% speedrun guys to see how they, sequence breaked anything. And in the beginning, we can't really do that much, but we can do a little bit. So I'm going to go ahead and go off to the left a little bit. And if you played this game before, you probably know what at least I'm going to look for. But if not, I'll explain it to you. Hope everybody's doing alright today. It's a pretty nice day. I'm recording this in the morning, so I should have this uploaded soon. Anyway, I headed over to the Lost Woods, basically because there's a particular item here. And with that particular item, we can get another particular item that may help us in the first dungeon or palace. So, first I want to drop down here and get the first piece of heart. We really don't need the pieces of hearts just yet. But since we're over in this neck of the woods, I figured we might as well get it. And I wouldn't worry too much about the thieves at this point. We really don't have that much for them to steal from us, if you know what I mean. But what I'd like to get over here is the mushroom. And the reason I want to get the mushroom is it enables us to get another item. And that item, like I said, will be useful. Somewhat. Or at least, we don't have to get it, but it's fun. And just a little bit of sequence breaking. I mean, I don't think you're supposed to get this mushroom and go to Lost Woods just yet, but, who knows? Maybe you just played the game and you're confused, you don't know where to go yet. And you may head this way, Now, if only we had a more powerful sword, I'm not going to go everywhere and show everything off, but I am going to try to get all the items, though. But I do want to head down to Kakariko Village, simply because there's more pieces of heart down here and more items, For example, down here, we've got a few treasures. And I definitely want to get the bombs, and we could get the bombs another way, but this is, on the way, so I might as well pick it up. And we also get some additional rupees as well. I like how they'd have different colored rupees in the Super Nintendo version of Zelda, for different values. And it helps in getting the rupees, and you're going to need a lot of rupees in this game. There's no way around it. Not like Link's Awakening, where it really doesn't matter for a particular item, if you know what I mean. But, yeah, we're not going to worry about that. Not unless I do Link's Awakening, and I'm still thinking about it. But anyways, we get some more goodies there. And I'm going to go ahead and explore the village a little bit on this episode. I don't think it's well, I mean, you could go to the Eastern Palace before you explore the village, and a lot of speedruns do that, but this isn't going to be a speedrun, but it is going to sequence break a little bit. And plus, if we just jump to palace to palace to palace, it'll get a little boring, I think. And, why not? Anyways, now that we have the bomb, we can go in here. And we can have a nice little treasure. What do you think we can have? Got 30 rupees though, that's nice. But anyways, we get another piece of heart. So already we're at our third piece of heart, and so that's pretty nice. Also, this puzzle kind of tripped me up the first 2 times I played it. But really, the puzzle's not too difficult. You can get all 4 chests, and I'll show you how to do that. I'm kind of thinking about what I was doing here. This is post-commentary, by the way. But anyways, what you can do is just push those blocks over there, push this over, and get those rupees. And push this over here, and there you go. Now, there is another puzzle, I think it's in Link's Awakening, where you have to push the objects out of the way to get chests, and I think there's definitely at least one in Link's Awakening where you cannot get all of the chests. But that's okay. We don't need to worry about that, because that's a whole nother game. Let's talk to some villagers, though. So anyways, if you headed this way and you didn't know where to go, at least you get a message here telling you to head over towards the elders, so that's pretty nice. They're not going to leave you too much in a lurch. And since we have the rupees, we might as well talk to this fellow. And if you're doing a 100% run, you are going to need all the bottles, obviously, but, you know, just being Captain Obvious there. I'm sure somebody will make fun of me for that later, but who cares? Having fun, that's the important part. And by the way, if you talk to this lady, you can't get into this, house. So, yeah, don't talk to her. And she'll sick somebody after you, but that's okay, because guess what? There's a cave right above us, and we can go in and out of that cave and sort of reset everything. And I do want to see what's inside her house, and at least want to break her pots because of what you did to us, you know. That's not very nice. I'm trying to help you, lady. No, I can't get rid of the mailbox. They got a mailbox, but I haven't seen a post office in this game, so not sure how that makes sense. Maybe it's village mail. Anyways, there's not much in here, but there's a chicken. If you want a chicken. You can't really do much with it. And if you talk to her again and you walk away for far enough, you're not going to have to worry about it. Most of the villagers aren't going to care. And don't worry about that guy in the hat we just saw. He doesn't really have any information we really need. And I don't know why she's got this little extra area blocked off, but she does. And some arrows, and we're going to need arrows where we're going. Definitely. We can only hold a certain amount of arrows just now anyway. But, you know, might as well get them now instead of getting them later. Definitely. Come back here. Oh well. And here's some bombs and whatnot if you need them. But we don't. At least not now. Sure, we'll try that out. There's a lot of hearts under the pots here, too, in case you need them. Wake up. Really can't do anything with those really large pots, so don't worry about them. But if you go over here, we get a secret treasure. And a chicken. Well, a chicken could be useful, maybe, but not really in this game. That's another game, viewers. Well, not really a chicken, anyway. And that's something else we could possibly sequence break just a little bit with what he was talking about, but we can't do that just yet. We need a particular item. Well, really, it's not that much sequence breaking, but, yeah, we can't really deal with it just yet, so onward we go. And we can't really do much about this guy. He's a blacksmith. Apparently his partner keeps the business afloat. You know, he just does nothing. We've got a little pile of stones here, but we can't do much about that yet. But I do want to take my revenge on this guy. Not much over here. Don't worry, we're gonna get to some action, but yeah. We just gotta take care of a few things. In a 100% run, you do need to get all of the heart pieces, and since I need to go over here to get the mushroom, I might as well get some heart pieces, you know. And the bombs, and a few other additional things. Right here's a nice little money-making game, just like you had in the original Legend of Zelda, so I'm glad they brought that back. And you can win a few things here, so I'll show you. You can get some 20 rupees here. You can also get other values of rupees, so you can lose money. But I'm going to get a little more money, though. And thankfully, because of this, it is kind of a way to get infinite money, kind of, so that's nice. Although it's only like 50 at a time, but if you remember The Legend of Zelda, when you had the money-making game, you could only at most get maybe 40 or 50, no, it was 50 rupees, and I think you could lose 40, so. But it's not a terrible thing. Now I'm going to head back up here and get some bombs, so I'll meet you later. Alright, now that we got some bombs, there was one little location I wanted to show you. And it'll lead us to another important item, if you know what I mean. Important quarter of an item, if you get my hint. Anyways, this is a little bit of a side plot, or subplot. You know, two brothers are angry at each other, they seal the door to each other's room. So let's ask him if he's still angry. There's not much to this, but it does give you access to something else. So this is really not much to that. Anyways, right here, you really don't need a particular item to get to the other side in 15 seconds. We can go ahead and do that right now. And it's pretty easy, actually. For the longest time, I really didn't know how to do this, or about the shortcut. I don't know why. But there's a shortcut right here, and there you go. You can get it easily in 11 seconds without a particular item, if you know what I mean. But now we get a heart container, so that's pretty good. If you fail, you can just try it again, so. We're not going to worry about the library just yet. We'll come back here when it's important. There are a few things I do want to show off in the village before we finish this episode. For example, down here, there's a little squat-looking building with no door, so let's create a door. Open sesame. And avoid the rats. But over here, there's some bombs, but the odd thing is if you're out of bombs, you can't get them. So. But at least it's something. We didn't explore all the houses yet, so there's a few other things I want to show you. For example, this poor little sick child. You'll notice up there a little portrait, not a statue, a portrait of Mario. Of course. Anyways, we get the net, and the bug catching net, and that's going to be very useful. Since I'm already over here, I might as well get the bug catching net before we head off to the next palace, and you know why. I mean, we're going to have to get it now or later, right? Over here, this is kind of an empty house, but if you pull on this, you get some extra rupees. So that's a nice little secret. You know? A little homage to Mario. And I do like how some of the Zelda games do have references to other games. Link's Awakening does have a reference, by the way, to, well, if I play that game, I'll get to it. But it's a reference to a game I've already Let's Played a while back, if you know what I mean. I don't know why I got hit there multiple times, but I got a heart back, so not too bad. Anyways, this is about wrapping up this episode, or this episode, so thanks again for watching, and on the next episode we'll take care of the Eastern Palace. Have a wonderful day, and goodbye.